For a few days now, we've known when the pre-patch and when launch is going to happen, and that's changed some of my pre-patch plans, or things that I want to do even before the pre-patch. So if you've been following any of my preparation videos and you've been doing something similar, or you want some ideas on what you could possibly prepare or how you could do things for when Mr. Pandaria launches based off all the news we've had over the last few days, then this may be the video for you. Now, I do want to point out this is just a personal preparation list, and what I want to achieve in Mr. Pandaria and what you want to achieve could be two very different things. And really, it's only the things that have changed based off all the huge news we've had over the last few days. Before we jump in, if you haven't pre-ordered your Rested XP guide ready for Mr. Pandaria and ready to stack your quests up in preparation for launch, then there's a link in the pinned comment in the description. It is an affiliate link, so any guides bought go towards supporting the channel, so thanks in advance for that. Let's jump in. So firstly, if you aren't aware, it has been officially confirmed by Blizzard that we will be able to boost monks. You won't be able to boost Panda and monks, but you will be able to boost any other race of monk. So that drastically changes how I'm going to be approaching the pre-patch, because my plan all along was to have 3 monks for Mr. Pandaria and beyond, possibly. That's to run 2 10-mans, one as Brewmaster, one as Windwalker, and then also to either DPS or heal a 25-man as well each week. Now, I was actually going to dual box 2 of these and level 1 on its own, but I don't need to do that now. But if you have followed any of my other preparation videos, you know that I've already got lots of stuff prepared in terms of items while I'm leveling, enchants, all of that stuff for the journey, from really 1 to 60. Outside of 1 to 60, I did get the archaeology weapons, being the Niflvar bearded axes, which are going to be absolutely insane, don't get me wrong. But with the way that I'm now going to approach the pre-patch, that was kind of a waste of time. Now, of course, there's multiple ways of being able to get an 85 boost. You can just buy the level 85 boost on its own, and there it is, sat there ready for your monk. You can pre-order the upgrade edition, where you get a load of goodies, as well as a level 85 boost. Or, the new way, is to kill the first boss in Scarlet Enclave on Season of Discovery. Season of Discovery's recently had some news where it's actually going to get the Ice Crown Citadel treatment. What I mean by this is every couple of weeks, it's going to get a 5% stacking buff to health, damage, all that jazz. So actually, over the next month, it's going to get significantly easier to be able to get into pugs and stuff anyway. And I think because everybody knows you're going to be able to get a level 85 boost from killing Balnazar, there'll be plenty of just 40-man Zerg groups popping up just to kill the first boss. So if you're worried about, oh, I'm going to have to get gear, I'm going to have to go and do knacks, you probably won't have to do any of that. There'll be plenty of opportunities to get in, even once the buff's stacked up a couple of times, to just get in these carry groups where people know that all you're there for is just to get your 85 boost on Mr. Pandaria. Now, a big shout out to No Hit Jerome. He even mentioned in a recent video that if you comment on his video and join his Discord and stuff like that, he's even going to be putting together groups exactly for this on Crusader Strike. So definitely go and check that video out. I'll put a link in the description below. And it's not a Season of Discovery video, it's a Mr. Pandaria video, so that's great as well. So based off the information that we now know, we can get an 85 boost from playing Season of Discovery for a week or so. Not even a week or so, to be fair. You could probably knock it out in a day or two. We are going to be able to boost our monks, and we know we're definitely going to be able to fly at level 85 now as well when we're actually in Mr. Pandaria. So obviously not on your first character. You're going to be able to get to level 90 and then buy Tome, so all your ults can fly. So this really mixes it up for me. First of all, let's start with what I'm going to do before the pre-patch launches. So firstly, I'm going to need profession kits for my 2nd and 3rd monk. At the moment, I've just got an engineering and a scribe kit ready for my main monk, so now I need to sort out profession kits for the other 2 as well. My 2nd monk, which is going to be Windwalker Brewmaster, is going to go engineering scribe as well. And my 3rd monk, which is going to be the Mistweaver, is actually going to be my gatherer. Now, while I know it's not the best option of gatherer, and I'd be better off being a druid or anything with mounted movement speed increases or anything like that, I absolutely love monk, and I will genuinely just enjoy gathering more being on a monk than anything else. And yes, I know that sounds sad, but I will genuinely enjoy farming things like Forager's Gloves from Kunlai Summit, or even getting the Ancient Panda and Mining Pick. I will enjoy farming those things a lot more if I'm getting to play the class that I enjoy, which is a monk. So while I only really need to sort out secondary profession kits for this character, I don't need to sort out primary profession kits, I can get loads of ore and stuff to smelt on it just to speed up that mining process so I can focus more on getting herbalism up. We're going to come back to that because I'll be honest with you, out of all of my monks, during the pre-patch specifically, my Mistweaver is going to be the most important one. because it's the one that's going Pandaren and it's the one that can't be boosted. Now, while I've got all the level 85 BOE gear, so the 397 BOE vendor gear, crafted gear, all that jazz, I've got all of that sorted out for my main monk, but I also need to sort that out for my second and third monk, which that's something that I'll be doing over the next week or so as well. But the other piece of good news we've had recently is Joyous Journeys being back, so we've got that 50% XP buff again. Now, this comes at a good time because my second shaman is only 74, which I'll get that to at least level 80, so that's another scribe that I've got. I'll probably get it to level 85 to be completely honest. And I've also got a second paladin as well, which currently is only like level 30 something, but if I get everything else done that I want to get done, I'm going to try and get that to 80 as well, just for an extra scribe. So the fact that we got the news of Joyous Journeys being live, now is the perfect time to be leveling those low-level alts that you was going to just completely ignore just for extra scribes. Now, of course, before pre-patch even goes live, a part of my prep that I never thought I'd say is I need to play some Season of Discovery. Now, my geared character on Season of Discovery, which is my mage that's in pretty much full Nax gear, is actually sat on EU. So that's of no use to me whatsoever. I do have a level 60 Alliance on Crusader Strike, and I've just started leveling a Horde on Crusader Strike as well. So part of my pre-patch prep, Christ, that is really hard to say, is going to be getting that Shaman to level 60, getting both my level 60 Alliance Paladin and my level 60 Horde Shaman a Balnazar kill, because both of those are on separate accounts, is going to give me 2 level 85 boosts. Now, many people, even on my own Discord, have been saying that it's an absolute waste of time to be doing this, and you might as well just buy a boost, or you might as well just level to 85 during the pre-patch. Well, I've got to be honest, I don't agree with this, and the reason I don't agree with it is because Season of Discovery is wrapping up. A lot of effort went into it by Blizzard, and if you're like me and you've been playing tons of the MoP beta, then playing Cataclysm at the moment, it just doesn't feel the same. So pretty much just raid logging on Cataclysm and then actually putting some time into Season of Discovery, which I haven't put that much time into anyway, is just going to help me personally stay off the beta, because I don't want to be playing the beta all the way up until MoP launch and some of that excitement getting lost. So actually mixing it up at the moment and playing some Season of Discovery and getting a Shaman to level 60 to get it in for a Balnazar kill, hitting up No-Hit Jerome on my human paladin and getting him to get me in one of these groups to get a Balnazar kill on the Alliance. It's just win-win, because this is free. Paying $60 for a boost versus leveling a character to 60, which is actually going to be quite fun, and you're going to be able to do dungeons on the way up and meet people that you haven't spoke to because you've just lived on Cataclysm or the MoP beta, I think is actually going to be quite a good time. So this is something that I'm not actually dreading. Now, I mentioned the fact that our level 85 alts are going to be able to fly in Pandaria at level 85 because of the tome that they've added, and that my third monk is now going to be my Gatherer. Well, my rogue was going to be my Gatherer to begin with, and it still is herb and mining, but I'm going to change it to alchemy and scribe just to have more cooldowns. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I did say in a previous video I was going to use the rogue as my gatherer slash pickpocketer to try and get the one-handed swords for my monks, because from pickpocketing with a rogue you got a chance at getting 476 epic weapons out of the boxes that you pickpocket. Now, when I was having to get this rogue to level 90 anyway to be able to fly around and gather, that was going to be a good idea. But now I don't actually need to play the rogue, and the rogue is not something I'm particularly excited to play anyway. I'm just going to have to hope that I can buy him off the auction house for a reasonable price, because, like I say, I will be much happier having my farming character as another monk, because I am really sad. I can't help it. I just absolutely love monk, and that's all I want to play. So then my plan when the pre-patch actually goes live, following all of my pre-patch prep. So all going well, I'm going to have 2 85 boosts, one on each account. I'm going to boost a level 85 Orc monk on both accounts, because both of these monks are going to be bouncing between Brewmaster and Windwalker, and I personally prefer Orc for that over all other races. Now, I'm not going to waste all of the prep I've already put in for leveling a monk, so then I'm going to be leveling a Panda monk, which is going to be my Gatherer slash my Mistweaver. The thing is, I'm going to level this slightly differently to what you would probably think. I am a sucker for pet battles. I would level a character from level 10 all the way to 90 during Mr. Pandaria, sat in one spot pet battling the whole way. So because I'm already going to have my 285 monks, which I no doubt would have got some gear on before I've even started my Panda, because I'll let the Pandaran zone die down a little bit first, I'm obviously going to do the Pandaran starting zone, I'm going to get to level 15, and then I'm going to spam random Dungeon Finder. I'm going to put all those good items that I bought for 1 to 60 to good use. When I hit level 60, I'm now going to be able to fly in the old zones, so I'm going to go and learn pet battling. At this point, I'm literally going to go around and battle all the pet tamers, level my pets, and basically level as many pets as physically possible until I hit 71. When I hit 71, it would be a waste not to use the Niflvar bearded axes, so I'll at least just grab those, put them on, and do a few dungeons, maybe till like level 75, 76, and then go back to pet battling. Because my intention really is to level this character most of the way from 60 to 85, just pet battling. At the same time as this process is going on, I'm going to be doing weekly clears on multiple characters of things like Karazhan, Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, to get all those pets. So anytime I get one of those good pets from those dungeons, like Lil Bad Wolf for example, it's going to give me more reason to pet battle, to level that pet up, which I'll do on my Panda and Monk, and basically all of my pet battling will be done exclusively on that Monk that I'm leveling during the pre-patch. Now the good thing is, that Monk is going to be on the account opposite to what I'm going to consider my main Monk, which is going to be my Brewmaster. So I'm going to be online on the Brewmaster doing Twilight dungeons, and in between queues or in between downtime when people are going AFK for breaks or whatever, my other Monk is going to be on all the time pet battling. So getting to 60 during the pre-patch on this Monk is going to be really a top priority. So like I say, my plan is to let the Panda and starting zone die down a little bit when pre-patch actually goes live, and maybe give myself like 8-9 hours of spamming Twilights on my main Monk to get some gear once that starting zone dies down, and then boom, it's going to be time for that Panda and Monk. Because the quicker I can get that to 60, the quicker I can start doing pet battles, and the quicker I can start doing stuff on 2 Monks at the same time. Do you know, as I'm talking through this, even I think I'm sad. If you want to comment telling me how sad I am, I've got no problem with that. Now, outside of that, obviously I want to get the Panda and Monk to 85, get all 3 of them full Twilight vendor gear, get all of them a full Clear and Dragon Soul Heroic each reset, max all secondary professions on the main Monk. I'm not really bothered about secondary professions on the others, but the Panda and Monk probably will get max fishing and cooking because I'll be using that one a lot, obviously. Carry on doing my weekly clears in the old raids that I need to be able to get the pets that are dropping. And then finally, I'll be following the quest stacking guide from Rested XP on all 3 Monks. I've already plugged Rested XP once at the start of the video. I'm not going to do it twice. I do want to mention it because that's what I'll be doing. I'll be following the Rested XP quest stacking guide on all 3. So as soon as MoP goes live, I've got as much XP as physically possible already prepared. Now, normally these things take some time because there's certain quest chains you need to work through, certain quest items that you need to get, and even sometimes things you need to get from raids. Now, I've not actually seen the quest stacking guide yet, so I don't know exactly what it entails. I do know that this is going to be a pretty long slog to probably get it done on 3 characters. Now, the other thing is I am still going to have an extra boost that I've not even mentioned yet, because I haven't actually bought an upgrade edition on my second account yet. I have used one on my first account, which I actually used to boost a warrior that you might have seen me raiding over on Twitch and Kick, because I really fancied having a prot warrior, and I really did assume we wouldn't be able to boost monks. So I was absolutely wrong there, and I should have definitely saved that boost. Although I also wasn't expecting to get a free boost from Season of Discovery, so that kind of don't matter. But with this last boost I'm going to have on my second account, I am going to boost the one character that every man and their dogs re-roll into at the moment, or level in at the moment. A hunter. I do currently have a hunter, but it's sat on a dead realm that I actually use specifically for things like getting Time Lost Protodrake or winning the fishing tournament to get the ring, and it's basically just lived on this dead realm for months now. So rather than moving that over, I'm going to leave it on that dead realm in case it ends up being beneficial at some point in the future, and I'll use my final boost on a hunter, which I'll probably do some Twilights on if I get time, if I get everything else done, to get it some gear, because that will be a character I get to 90 just because of how overpowered they are. And that's really it. You could kind of class this video as a bit of a news update as well, at the same time as what my preparation is, because we've gone over everything that's been added, everything that's been changed, and how that's going to affect what I'm going to be doing personally. So if it's helped you, or you just enjoyed the video in general because you like hearing me rabbit on constantly about Mr. Pandaria, then be sure to like and subscribe. Consider joining the channel as a member if you want to show extra support just by clicking that join button down there. And I'll see you on the next one.